Hey there and welcome back to the channel. I've been watching this AI for a little bit and now I see how they do it though. As you can see, they are just going back and forth in this way and then they are going to do the circles around. I have to say though, I like it. I like it quite a bit though. It is very useful in this way compared to how I did it, right? You just go from edge to edge. But, will we adopt this style? Maybe though. Probably yes, because I can see that it is totally streamlining everything. But anyways, let's go into our Johnny boy right over here. And what we want to do is we want to seed, or you know, like impregnate actually the fields, right, you know. So off we are. And we also have to get all the beautiful seeds that we have put there to the left, you know. Let's see. Actually, this would be a little bit more professional though. Especially if we would actually have aligned it a little bit, you know, closer to where we should be. There you go. Perfection, one might say. Wait a minute. Is that the canola that we still have in it? Don't I have to... No. Ah, that is what we are seeding, of course. So I kind of overpaid for new seeds, but that's just future-proofing, isn't it now? I think we might go for barley though. Maybe canola or barley. Let's see. We are right here in August. Barley will be next month though. So for that we do need to speed up the game. So for now I can go for canola. We have a massive field for that. And then I can have all of this to actually make money in different ways. To experience the game in a better way though, right? You know, to just go around and do my little thing. And hope for the best that we learn a lot about the mechanics and so on and so forth. Not sure what did that, but that's okay. These machines though, man, you know, like I'm so fascinated by it. I just love the technology behind it, right? The engineering and what it just stands for, what it represents. And the quality of it too, right? It's just fantastic. It absolutely is fantastic. Let's just go like this and then we go back. Kind of feels like I'm ruining the field, but we do have some, you know, small cultivation right in front of there too. And in the back though for seed popping. Let's put that one down. This crop cannot be planted in August. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it changed. That's not good though. That is really not good. Let's see. Seeds. Let's put it off. Canola, there we go. Let's put it back on. Let's go a little bit back. And I think right now though we will be fine. Yeah, I think so. What we could actually do is help us. Is it? It's not going down. Let's just do one line and see if it goes down or not. Oh. Well, technically it seems to be going down. Or we are doing at least something with the patches over here. Not really checking in front of us. Yeah, it's going down. As you can see, 996 liters instead of 997. So we're doing a good job right now. So that's beautiful. So let's get to it. Our hired worker is right over there. Hopefully not making us bankrupt though. But we have plenty of starting money. Maybe way too much. Because I kind of feel like it's a little bit on easy mode though. But I might be wrong. I don't want to have the machine, right, to be damaged by... Whoa! By the road or by my driving skills. Whoo, it is tip heavy. Wowzers. Oh yeah, look at the damage that we did in front of there. We really want to fix that up. this and be a little bit better with the driving though. There we go. It feels a little bit strange on the joystick. I'm not really used to it, right? You know, on with controllers. There we go. Let's just put it down. Put it on. Beautiful. Is it even seating? Oh yeah, now it's seating quite quickly though. It was. I have to learn all of this though, right? I'm completely new to the game. It doesn't seem like it's seating. It went down there for a second. It's down. Okay, wow, minus 575 for the entire field. Interesting. So yeah, now it's working again. It is a little bit strange to see because sometimes it just goes very, very quickly down. And in other parts it's going to be much slower. So maybe we cannot actually seat it over here. Because we did not get rid of these little stumps though. And I think that might be the case. I think that... Whoa, look at that though. Out of nowhere, 11 went down. Huh. So it could be me though, but I'm really doubting myself at this moment. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I'm really doubting myself. So I kind of want to either buy the mulcher or to actually, you know, yeah, because that doesn't look good there, does it? Yeah. Or to lease it, right? You know, I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's get to the store. And here we are. Oh, that needs a thorough cleaning though. But yeah, you know, like mulcher, it seems to be very important, right? You know, to actually own. But that is going to be on our list though, to actually buy, right? Mulcher. There we go. Oh. Wait a minute. Can we actually use this? This one I don't know. Mulches can be used to crush the crop stubbles. Yes, we definitely do want that. But they are not that expensive though. Which makes me very happy, of course. But the issue is, can we attach that? It seems like we have that over there, but... Can we actually? And... I mean, it could be over there too, right? But the thing though is, I think this is what we do need right over there. I'm not 100% certain though. Yeah, that's the turn thing, right? You know, but I forgot the name of it. But normally there is something around it though, as long as I remember. And remember, I don't have a lot of experience with tractors. Alright, and we want to be very thorough with this one though, right? Because 116 horsepower. And by the way, use it? 93 hours? That's a lot though, huh? No, it's not really, but the damage 92, that's really, really bad. AI Walker, the Challenger, yeah, that's taking a lot of damage too. All of this is very rough though, so we have to be careful also. The hand tool, we don't have anything of that. Vehicle lease cost, yeah, that's already 5k though. Oh well. Ay. This one would be good. This one would be just within limits though. Yeah. The TMS2 300. I kind of like it. I kind of want to double check it though. I think we are going for this one though. Yeah, this. Beautiful though. Look at the size of it all. And this one too. Technically we could use this one, the Speed Max 560, but we don't have that much horsepower now, do we? This one we do have the wait a minute. This one takes less horsepower. Huh. Speed max 560, huh? Interesting, if we press combinations, we get those. So that's kind of cool to see. Okay, so I understand this way more though. As you can see, we have way more stats over here. 1.4 meters, 3 meters wide. So this will be way better. 80 horsepower, 70. I mean, that is a massive difference though. So I think we are going to go for this one. It is not very expensive, so let's go and buy it. Let's see, can we change anything here? Space, lease, camera zoom. So far, it's really cool. I think what we can do, though, is having the base. Let's see. Right over there. It's a small one, though, but I like it. Oh, yeah. Dudes, we are cooking right now because we can actually use that over and over and over and over. Which makes me very happy, though. Because that means that we don't have to lease, right? Because leasing, can be such a money loss, though, if you think about it. But it's very understandable that we have to do it too. Like I said though, right? We are really lucky with this much money. And I kind of wish that we did dial it down though. To 50, right? Because then I would not be such a big spender at this point. But oh well. I'm very grateful though for Grandpa saving money. This just means though, once we have mastered the game, or this map at least, as far as we can master it, that we are going to focus on a very difficult next one maybe. Right? You know, or a special challenge, stuff like that. So let's see actually if we do change anything around here. I kind of like the lane assist. So maybe I should reactivate that though. But right now, let's just see how this one goes. Put that one down. Oh, doesn't do much though, it seems. I don't know, boys, I don't know. Oh, it has a different color too, as you can see, right? So that is interesting. So it already does show where we did... Oh, wrong buttons left and right, as you can see. Needs lime, needs plowing, needs rolling. So those are just to improve things, right? And we don't have that just yet. Canola, it is growing. Yeah, we can clearly see the difference though. It doesn't say that it does need this right over here, right? You know, so that's actually okay. Ah, look at that. Yield bonus, 22%. Right over here. Needs lime, needs plowing. Needs lime. Fertilize, 0%. Oh, we could have invested in that, of course. But it is what it is right now. We made mistakes. It will happen, though. We did invest in a future item, of which I'm very, very happy. Let's go back to actually seeding. Chaos everywhere. Let's place this one right over here for now. Just like that. Not like that though. Like that. Kind of feel like we are really dropping it hard though, right? It feels a little bit wrong. Well, it feels very wrong. But am I wrong to imagine that we had to mulch all of that? I don't think I was too wrong with that though, right? Because think about it. Look at all the little stubbles that we have. If you're going to prepare for a hot night or something, right? You're not going to do the same mistakes, right? You know, by showing up with a lot of stubbles, though, that just does look out of place, I suppose. At least I won't, because I have a beard. Alright, now let's see though. Let's put this one open. Then we are going to a different menu over here. Controls. Nope. I have the Stream XL and I try to get to learn all of this though. Right? So that one is off, which is nice. Ah, lower. There we go. And then we put it on. And I kind of want to see though. Oh. No. I kind of want to see this over here. Steering assistant, right? You know, so I kind of wanted to put this on 4 because I think it's 4. I will check it, of course. I can put this one on 3. Sure. 4 would be good too, by the way, because then I can actually turn around like that. Yeah. Is it 4 wide? I actually think it is 4 wide though. Is it just me, by the way? It kind of feels like cheating. Ooh! It kind of feels like cheating to do it in this way, but it is not, of course, you know. Alright. Put the big boy on. First I have to lower it. Alright, so this thing doesn't want to lower. Oh. There we go. Ah, look at the bottom right. This says active. Before it did say ready. I like that. There's so much feedback in the game. I just love it though. It is so good to learn. It's just so automated, everything though. And I was intimidated though. And I'm still intimidated because there's so much more that I do not know. Like, do I need to keep that open, right? You know, maybe not, but you know what I mean though? There's just so much more that we have to do. Like, I was worried a little bit ago that you did see, right, with the canola, that it did not drop in liters or in percentage. And if you don't know that though, like, you really assume like you're doing everything wrong. And then out of nowhere, it drops a lot. So right now with the lane assist, I can actually keep an eye on that. And just go wonders though, right? You know, with, how to say, with wonders like, yeah, we can keep our eyes on it. It feels like a wonder right now. Let's put that one off. Yeah, I think though right now we can just barely pull it, you know. Barely. Oh yeah. I mean, we are pulling it though, but are we really? And what is the difference between the left field and this field right now? Like here, it doesn't feel like we are sowing though, compared to the left. It is fertilized. This one is not. And this one is fertilized. So it's a little bit weird though, right? You might actually think like, what is going on? Huh. I think we had to mew on the right side over there. But I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, right? It seems like we are... Oh. It seems like we are dragging it along from that field over there. And it feels all very, 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 very weird though, I have to say, right? You know, but one day we will learn. One day we will become the masters of this game. So yeah, for real though, I think I am right though. Right with the mulching. Let me know if you do know, by the way. I would really, really appreciate that. Because this makes it a little bit more difficult though, right? You know, for the eyes to actually see where we have to go to and where not. It's kind of blending in though, but you can clearly see it too if you really look. But it should be a little bit more obvious though, I think. Oh well. It's not the end of the world now, is it though? And we do need to buy a fertilizer and probably a machine for it too, so we can actually spray it everywhere. The issue is though, we already did plant seeds, so that might be actually very bad for, you know, like, our tires might be too big, although these tires are not really wide though. I think this is fine. Not sure why my weight is down again. Oh, I see. Because I do press all. I see. Oh my god, this is so interesting. It is so easy to learn bad tricks, or how shall we say it? Bad habits. Yeah, bad habits. That's the key word though. It is really easy to do that. I should actually be starting over here, it seems. So I have to be really aware of that though. I should be really aware. I should take my time to check if everything looks right, because I don't want to have my front weight to be kissing the floor non-stop, right? You know, it's not its job. It's not what I paid for. So, you know, it can have its fun once it's stored in the barn or in the garage, you know. Right now it just has to focus on its job, you know, like we do, and we want to do a good job. Oh yeah, halfway by the field, we wish, but I will see you guys once we are. If you're new as me, by the way, it will be very wise to set these lines to the size of the width of your machine. Like, you go to escape and then you find what you're looking for, like here, the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500, and then you're going to go over here. It's 4.6 wide. 21 months it's been in use, and that is that around though. And yeah, you know, I mean, we will fix it though later on. Is it on 13% or 30% damage? Let's hope it's not 13% like health though, because it will be really, really bad. But yeah, you know, like, it will help a lot. I had it on 4. That is almost, well, that is over half a meter. So let's say, round it up though, almost 1 meter I was double seeding. Not good though, not good. It's a waste of seeds. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of benzene. You know, it's a waste of almost everything though. So, you know, like, don't be like me. Learn like me. From me, I mean. Yeah. So far it's going pretty good though. I do like the laning quite a lot. It is rather helpful, and of course whenever I do this, I have my buttons not ready. I will just turn like this. Yeah, I really do like this style though, right? Because it's really helpful. And we just do 3 big lines around in a bit, and then we are all very, very happy. Let's line up like this. Hoppa. It's a little bit like real life though. I have seen some of these tractors have satellite imaging and everything. I mean, that is absolutely wild though, now isn't it? That is really, really crazy. I've seen something like that 10 years ago, I believe, on Discovery Channel. I was like, dude, you don't even have, you know, like provinces the size of those fields, you know? We do, but, you know, like, that is absolutely crazy though, and I love that stuff, man, you know. Farming and technology though. It's kind of crazy to think that such things go hand in hand, but it really, really does. Especially, you know, modern day and age though, right? You know, with solar systems, and there are tractors now that are on electricity. Man, you know, like, I remember when social media was actually, you know, like forums, gaming forums online. I sound very old right now though, but I'm not that old. But, you know, the thing though is, even if I was though, right, you know, the old world is dead. It's gone. It will never come back unless there's a certain war of atoms, if you know what I mean. But, oh, look at that little guy, huh? Oh my god, that's beautiful, dude. That is really nice. Look at that little guy. And of course it wants to snack on my side of the field. But yeah, that world is not coming back though, where you had to pay for some city phone, right, you know, in the middle, and hopefully you had a phone card with you, stuff like that. It is interesting how things are, you know. Come on, little guy. There you go. That's... Wait a minute. You know, like, I'm a little bit confused, though. That's a red... No, that's a whitetail. But it kind of looks like a roe. Like a roe deer. But we are not in Europe, though. Does North America has a roe deers? No, it does not. Because he changed the original story of Bambi to... Well, the original deer, actually, from Bambi, right? The original story. To a whitetail. Disney did that, so the American audience called... Well, you know... See themselves a little bit more in the fairy tale. They changed a lot of German and French, well, technically European fairies and lore and stuff like that, though, which is alright. It stays true to a lot of things, though, except the endings. They were a little bit more brutal, though, in Europe, because they were meant to learn. Oh. Just a sprinkle. You have to think about the future. I do indeed. Especially if I drive like this, though, huh? But yeah, you know, like, different messages, though, right? You know? The American audience loves a happy ending, though. And the European audience loves to learn from mistakes and what could have been and what should have been. Both are viable, though, in my opinion, right? Because we don't always want to have depression, though. Or else we will be addicted to Twitter or X. The thing in general, though, I have to say is that, yeah, I think that's a whitetail. It's a female. Or it's a European roe deer. And could be like the game developers kind of mixed it up, though. You know what I mean? Just use one that is familiar to them. Oh my god, I hope there are bugs. You know, like male deer in the game, and bears and stuff like that too on the distance. Maybe some wolves, though, right? Oh my god, though, I love these little details. I really, really hope that's the case, because it will make it so much more realistic. It's such a weird field, man. It is such a weird field, man. I do appreciate the weirdness of it. But yeah, we needed a mulcher. I'm sure. Did I had to turn the mulcher on? Wasn't it automatically on, though, because it's a mechanical one instead of an electric one? You know? I am not certain about that right now, though. Could be like we did make a mega mistake, though. But hey, guys, we are learning, right? We are learning. We have another field where we can actually test it out, I suppose. It is still on, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. Awesome. Well, let's just keep on going, boys. Alright, so this is the last little line that we are going to do right over here. And right now we have to do all of this, though, and I'm really looking forward to it because I kind of want to experience how it is done. So we just keep the game thing rolling, though, it seems, which is alright by me, but we have to redo this entire side, though, it seems, right? But will this do any harm if we will just turn around like this? Might skip a little bit, though. Yeah, which is not the best thing. Yeah, let's just see how this one goes, though. Yeah, it's kind of screwed up with the field plowing there to the right side. We did extend it a little bit, and as you can see, though, it goes like this now. But yeah, I am very, very curious about the corners and how much of an effect it might actually have. Maybe we should just take a sharper corner in the end a little bit, you know? A little bit sooner, except we might go over the other side, what is already blown, but that's okay too, right? You know, like, I don't really mind. Like a little bit of the outer corner losses, though. I mean, it's to be expected, though, if you're going to go it like this. Oh, yeah. And then after that one, we can actually have another curve, right? You know, for the other side. The fawn or whatever it is, though, it's probably just a road there, but it's a fawn maybe, right? Still very, very young. That could be the case too if it's, you know, like a whitetail. I don't know. Eating all the seeds of my beautiful crops. So yeah, here's the issue. I see. So the left side we already did do. We did not do this side. Alright. Look at a little guy, huh? I just love these moments. Whenever I drive around, you know, here in my countryside, I often see them too, you know, but then roe deers. Sometimes we do see a big one, and that's actually a fallow deer. It's the magic school bus right over there. Let's see what adventure he might have, though. By the way, are there accidents in the game too where we do have to help out, you know? Like sometimes they do ask a farmer, you know, to dispose of something, you know, to collect something actually. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? So, because we went with the first ones a little bit too far, you know, we have to do this one. Alright, so, you know, like get a records to a certain place, like think about a truck, well, yeah, truck accident, that no fatalities or whatsoever, right? Because then specialist teams would come to clean that up. But I mean more like a record, and they just put it to, or bring it to a certain location for specialization impacts, right? To see, all right, so this has to do with insurance too, but also to see like what might have caused the mistake. Were the brakes wrong, installed wrong, mechanical failure, you know, these little things. There's one of such places in town further, and I've seen a tractor deliver one of those trucks towards that location though. And the last little patch though, I have to say I've never seen a field looking this weird before. So what we are going to do though is try the mulcher definitely on that field. We just have to do it right. We just have to. It's going to be a very interesting experience too. You know, like to see how much of the crops that we might actually harvest over here too, right? You know, it's going to be very important. Let's be honest there too. So yeah, let's go right like this, the last little bit, just like that. And that one is already done though, so I have no issues with that. Then I kind of want to close the tool over here. There you go. Let's get out of here. And it says that farmland number 3, we own it of course, growing, plus 20% yield bonus. There are other items we do not have yet though, but what we do have is actually access to fertilizer though, if we do buy it, that is, right? But that's that though. Now let's go and stay with this one here. No. This one, yes. And I have to say like, yep, this one is good. Start the engine first. No way. We finally have to do that. There we go. Yeah, I changed that in the options though, huh? I mean, you know, it is way better, right? You know, roleplay wise, that we actually have to start it ourselves. And it feels more natural too. 40 kilometers per hour, huh? Alright, not bad. That's like what? 25 MPR? Maybe 20? Something like that though. So I believe this one we can actually store already, you know, in the barn. Wow, look at the damage on this tractor though. That is a lot. Could it be... Don't tell me it is from the big boy, right? You know, from the worker. Which I actually do think though it is from him. That's the big boy right there. So this one will definitely have to get some repairs going on. Hopefully we do have plenty of money left after it. To actually give this one to a worker that you can hire, man, that's... You need so much trust for it, though. These things, they are, well, the price of houses, though, sometimes, right, you know? And that is something very expensive to actually rent out to someone, you know, like, yeah, man, I would have trust issues, though, to be very fair. Cannot see anything here. I don't want to ram a school bus or anything like that, so better be careful. And there we go. Lovely. Now, if I cannot bring a change to this field, then maybe it is alright, but maybe the AI can, you know? Yeah, and by the way, I do not see a pipe going towards the tractor. That means actually, right, you know, like normally in between there is one. That means that this one is just mechanical, which is a very nice one. Opa! Now let's see though if that's the case, right, you know. Yeah, I cannot put it on. So I think we are actually pretty fine with this. Huh. Could not start tool attachment incorrectly. I see. Do we have the wrong mulcher maybe? Let's go to the town. Let's first drop this one off. And here we are, my boys. Let's put the engine off. There we are. Beautiful. Now, let's see, though. Mulchers. Yeah, this one might just be for different something, though, right? You know, like, it doesn't really say for what we do need it for. But this one, though, I mean, as you can see, this one is active. Right? It says for the same thing right over here. But I could be right, I could be wrong, I don't know. This one needs around 150 horsepower. And our big boy has like 160. So we can actually do that. It is again a costly, you know, expense, but man, I'm willing to do that though. I am willing to do that. I'm not even sure if this one works, but it should do something for us though. Like, yeah, this is 3 meters wide, and does it need to be in the top or, I mean, in the front or anything, right? Then we have this one too. Man, I do love these tools, though. They are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Well, you know, like, it's a little bit of a loss, though. This one is mostly here to learn, and I could actually lease it. But, man, we are here to learn now, aren't we? Now, please do fit on my beautiful tractor right over here, the Challenger. Here we are. Start the engine. Oh yeah, pretty new though, so let's destroy it directly. Oh. Attach. Let's see if we can actually turn it on. Seems, yeah. Yeah, it is absolutely on though. Which is nice. It's not fully on the ground though, so don't worry, right? You know, it is not being destroyed. Alright, so I do like this one. It is active. If this one works, then I still want to keep the other one because maybe we do need it for something else. If not, we can still sell it though, right? It is used, but it's not that used, you know what I mean? It is still pretty decent, one might say. So, just use for 5 minutes, something like that. Yeah, we are fine. Imagine being a farmer like me in real life. Ah, 30,000? Don't worry about that though, huh? We only have 50k left, almost. You know, like, we will manage though. This run is all about learning though, all about it. Oh! Jeez, Louise though. Yeah, I should be very careful though with my controller here. Oh my. I got goosebumps though, huh? I just knew. Can you imagine? You have a wife waiting for you at the farm and you want to show off your new tool. And then the scratches on that thing are just so incredibly deep though. Yeah. Try to explain that. I think we may not ever be able to use the budget anymore though. I am so incredibly curious right now. Because if this is the case though, and if we can fix it right now, we definitely could have done it with the other one too, right? Alrighty. Oh. Nope. So we wasted kind of money though. Interesting. Maybe we just have to plow it over though, right? You know, and that's why I have no idea. I have no idea, my friends. No idea at all. But for now, I am very happy with this one, to be honest. So the effects are the same. I think I'm going to sell my other one. So we have a little bit of money back though. So that's a good thing. What I want to do is have my other truck with a worker to that field up there. Alright, it's 15:34, so we have plenty of the day left. I kind of might speed it up a little bit. And at the same time, I might think like we might explore some other endeavors, right, you know. Beautiful. Yeah, I think I might actually do this though, right? You know, just to keep everything around here and there. The smaller ones, right? The smaller tools. Makes a little bit of sense. And then the bigger ones we just have to keep outside for now. And maybe though, right, you know, make something nice for it. In the future, that is, of course. It was still on. I forgot to put it off. Ooh. Gotta be careful. Alright, let's drive around the field. You know what? I think we are going to take a ride here. We have not been doing that ever yet, so it's about time that we are going to explore a little bit at least. Interesting. So we got a pond here, fishing maybe. Oh yeah, there, look at that though. We got a ferry. Some interesting homes. Whoa! Okay, we gotta drive a little bit more careful though. That's an interesting home though, I like it. Canoe in front. I love it, to be honest, right? You know, look at the garden. Plenty for the dog to run around. Not bad. Oh wow, this looks nice here. Do you even have a boat? I'm going to have so much fun just to drive around though in a smaller car. Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of smaller cars already that we can buy just to explore. Even in a motorbike ride, you know, cross bike. Will be very fun though, right? Okay, here we are. Now let's see. And these are all fine. It's 4x4. Then we have these rows. I mean, that's kind of fine though, too. That's fine because if it's this one, then we go with that one first. Skip lines, 0 though. I would say okay. And there we are. Awesome sauce. Canola is the job though, which is beautiful. Are you going to start it or what's going on, my boy? There we are. Yeah, this is also a tractor that has to be repaired rather soon. Lovely, look at that. Oh my, look at that. Is that what we are seeding? I thought we were putting seeds in, not tiny plants. I need to learn about canola, right? I do need to learn about canola. We got it, all right. I got the hint here. My, oh my. Now let's see though. We have a lot of things over here, right? This is production chains. I'm not sure how this goes, but 90 flour is 45 breaths. So I understand that. Cost per month is 60. That is cheap. Maybe we can actually buy that though. Rice flour. Okay, we got some cakes. It's awesome though. Biogas. Ooh, look at that though. Methane, huh? Electric charge. I love it. Manure. Now let's see. What do we have here? Bale wrapping. I see. Balling, deadwood, fertilizing, harvesting. Yeah, we wanted to actually do that though, right? You know, use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reward reduction of 519. That's quite a good amount of money though. This one, 8, I don't know. Okay, it's bigger it seems. I think I might actually buy some stuff if this is the reward we are getting, you know what I mean? Yeah. We could borrow all of this though, and it's rather cheap too. 25k. I mean, we could do this though, right? We could do it and then take a lot of these jobs though. Huh. That will not be too bad, to be honest. That will not be too bad at all. It's a beauty too, I have to say. Yeah, let's invest though. Let's invest. I mean, it's important that we do these little things, right? You know? Then what we want to do too is buy fertilizers, of course. Solid fertilizer, big bag. Yeah, does it use solid fertilizer? I think it does use solid fertilizer, right? 3,000 liters it does. Right, so that is a good thing. That means this one is 1,000, so I kind of want to buy 3 of those. Because I want to fertilize my own fields too, so this is a massive investment though. And I know I'm risking bankruptcy, but hey, if that happens, it happens too, right? You know, I mean, I don't really mind that. Well, I kind of do, of course, you know, big time, but you know what I mean. New Holland, which is nice. Ten Winkle. Cool marksman, you know, I love it. Cool brands, in other words. Now, what will fit on ores, I wonder? And we did sell our knoche right over there for around 9k. Which is a good thing that we did do. Of course, we have to start the engine. And I think it's about time that we are going to pick up our beautiful new goodies, right? You know, it's about time indeed. We just bought it a couple of seconds ago. But yeah, it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. We are going to get the money back ASAP, I think, though, at least. So far, so good, though. I think it would also be a very smart thing to actually check How much the repairs cost? Auto repair. I mean, I'm not sure if we can do that over here. It doesn't seem like we can interact. So maybe we have to go somewhere else. Huh. Yeah, it's going to be very important though, because, you know, if it drips below 50%, I will just see that as minus 50% reliability, you know. I mean, kind of makes sense though, right? If you think about it. Kind of makes sense. Oh, wait a minute. Do we even... we don't even need that. I forgot. The Challenger automatically has one of these things already. Oh, well. The counterweights. Alright, let's be careful around here, though. That would be a perfect, beautiful match, though, for John Deere. There we go. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, look at that. The back is getting smaller, too. Oh, that is so cool, man. That detail is just so cool. Wow, I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Now, do they want specific? Oh, no, we can just borrow. Yeah, it will not make sense that the farmer will be like, hey, you're not going with an Amazon on my farm, right? You know what I mean? On my fields. Although it could be like he has some problems with the company, like some court stuff going on, but still, 2.21 hectare. I think we might start by this one, number 57. Borrow items. Oh no. Accept contract. There we go. 57. Now, where are we? Oh, there we go. All right, interesting. The first one to the left. So I would say around here. Although, is it? I think it is. Nice. Yep. I was doubting because of the rails here. The people that live here, though, man, you know, they are lucky, aren't they? Rivers, fields, forests, you know. It is a nice place to grow up, though, especially, right? I can just imagine taking that little boat over there. Yeah. Ooh, we do have wide tires, though. Not smart. Not smart, though. We might destroy what he has there. As a beginner, what we could do, though, is actually take crops damage off. Maybe. You know, like... It's a little bit cheesy cheating, though, isn't it? Yeah. It's this field over here. I don't think the farmer will be happy with me, though. Let's see how much damage we do. I have no idea. Alright, now let's see, though. Let's turn this big boy on. Oh, that is just spreading a little bit too wild. Let's see how this one goes. 42 meters is automatic. Wait a minute, are you telling me I just have to drive like this? Yo, that is fun. Really now? Oh, it tells me to enter from there, I think. Yeah. To the left is another one that we can enter through. Alright, put it on. I love this, man. You know? But I don't think we can actually cover all of it if we drive like this. I mean, I might be wrong, though, but we will see. Is my lights on? Oh, just for when we are driving back. Let's see though. Yeah, you don't really see how far it sprays either right now. But it sprays really, really far. So that's a good thing. Oh, there we do see also like how much percentage we have. 90%. 97, 98, 99. Let's go like this. Come on, one more percentage though. Maybe the middle field because there's another line in here. I'm way too much looking on the numbers there on top. Nope. Yeah. We are messing up right now, but just sit there with a grin, you know. Ooh, it goes definitely far. We're definitely wasting a lot of fertilizer, as you can see. 81 percentage. Not good. There we go. Put that one off. Sure, I could take care of that, neighbor. Sure thing indeed. Now, we got a little bit of money for that, though, which might give us more fertilizer, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. But we want to do a little bit better, though. No, don't we? Collect. There we are. Bale wrapping would be very nice, by the way, to have. Harvesting. Ooh, that's a lot of money too, huh? Wow, really? We do need all of that, though? That's a massive field, my boy. Let's go with this one, then. Number 8. It's right at my farm, so see you boys right over yonder. Whoppa. I believe it is this big field over here. I think indeed it is the case. It is the case indeed. Good, because we are in the middle of the field right now. Here we are. Put the bag boy on. And let the money stream in, though. We kind of want to do this quick, but not too quick, right? You know, we want to do a decent job here. Would have been pretty smart, by the way, of us to get an overview at first, but we are doing okay. Have you guys seen those farmer protests in Belgium and the Netherlands, though, where they did put a slurry in front of the government buildings and opened the slurry? Oh yeah, all the manure, though, was sprayed all over the place, man, you know. I mean, if that doesn't send a message, though, then I don't know what does, you know. Then I don't know what does. At 50% already, though. This is easy money. I'm very happy that we did buy this. Very, very happy. Because, you know, without this, I mean, we lose a very profitable market, though. And it's very easy to do all of this too, right? You know, it takes a minute or two. And of course, you know, we have our own profits too. To be honest, we could increase the time a little bit, though, huh? I think we might put the time +3. Okay, we have done that. So let's put this line here in the middle. No, I don't think that we are needing this over here. Yeah. Oh, we do. Trust in the computer, Kurigo. The navigation system and auto calculation of the field, dimensions and everything does the job. Beautiful. Oh, it automatically turns off. And that's very nice. That is very nice, though. So we got 26k right now, and by this one, booyah. Look at that, though. Back to 30. We are slowly moving to where we want to be. Now we do need bale wrapping and balling. That's a lot of money, though. That's pretty cool too, right at the store. How much will that machine be? why do I keep wanting to bury everything, right? Because if I bury everything... Well, technically, though, this stacks on too, right? Mowing. I remember doing that in, you know, in Farming Simulator 2050, right? You know, with just a lawnmower and stuff like that. I had a lot of good times though, right? You know, massive waste of time too, but I had fun just driving a mower around. I mean, I would like to do this too right now. Huh. Let's see how expensive that is. We should put that off though. Yes. Back on. By the way, let's show a little bit of respect though, and let's get off this man's fields. The contract is over, which means we don't have any rights to stand on it anymore. It also means that we can park this one nicely in our barn. Woo! Yeah, that's what I mean though. We're going to take care of that little cultivator and park it somewhere else. Because this makes a little bit more sense now, doesn't it? Enough room by the door to actually move in and out. Makes a lot of sense too. There we go. Perfect though, right? You know, instead of just two big things, we already have, you know, some storage over there. We could buy some... oh yeah, that is my first investment though, right? You know, for real proper, you know, like investment will be... other than attachments, will be a forklift, right? It's going to be important. Absolutely, it's going to be important. Because then we can get some fertilizer over here too, and some other goodies too, right? You know, it's all chaining up to one another. Let's put that one off for a second. Four? Okay, that is not too much, but how do we get it back? Do I have to walk it back? Well, I mean, it's not that long though, right? You know, I don't mind walking. We got a chainsaw, mulchers, of course. Let's see. Whoa, 62, my boy. That is quite expensive, though. Then we have this one. I'm not sure which one he wants. He didn't specify, though. So this one, technically, even this one would be good enough. And for 16K, I mean, we could get it. But am I not a little bit too greedy just to get the base things from everything? Let's be smart about this too. I really do like this idea. It might be a challenge one day too. But right now, I forgot something very important. My own fields. Yes, they have to be fertilized too, right? So let's do that one first. And if it's not nighttime just yet though, right? Ooh, then we can just do a little thing there too, right? You know, like borrow. I want to get more trucks so I can actually, you know, about tractors. So I can actually do more at the same time. Makes a little bit more sense to moi. It's getting dark. So that is kind of cool though. So let's put some walk lights on. That's a little bit too much though, I might say. Or just put the main beam on. That's very good too. We got some side beams here if we want to. Oh yeah, look at that. I love it. Alright, let's put this one on. Lower this big boy. I'm not sure if it's smart to actually lower it. Oh. I think like this we can actually send it a little bit further. Doesn't mean like it is better though. Right? Let's also check how we do this one. Steering. Wow, this is really easy mode. Wait a minute, are you really telling me that I can just do it like this? I don't believe that though. Just one line? Like... Really? Did you just want me to do this? I don't believe that because I don't reach all of that though, now do I? I think what I just have to do is like this though. Or do you just want me to do this? Huh. Let's just go. Let's just see how it goes, right? You know, I don't really mind. Oh, that could also be the case. Like the blue line is where we don't have to go. What's that? A UFO? What the? Did you see that light though? Look at that. My boys, we have UFOs. Cool. Let's put that one on. And let's activate the cruise control, right, you know. Well, the lane assist. I have to say though, right, this is our third or second, I believe, yeah, this is our third episode. And it really feels like we are so much further than I thought we will be though. You know what I mean? Like, it just goes so quick out of nowhere. And I love it though. I love progress, absolutely though. But I don't want to rush it either, you know what I mean though? Ooh, a little help can go a long way. Plants get enough. Nice. Very nice. I think our field is nicely getting darker and darker, as you can see. So that's pretty nice though. So, you know, I thought this would be more like pellets or something, waiting for rain to show up to actually fertilize everything. But apparently that is not the case though. It is a little bit wet to begin with, which is pretty nice. Now I will not be doing this anymore with this truck though. I will do it with different trucks with thinner wheels, right? I think that's a very important thing that we actually have to do. I think it's very important though, because I don't want to destroy my poor seeds. Yeah, this field was really confusing though, because look at these black stripes, you know. It doesn't seem like anything is growing there. So that's interesting too, you know. We will find out, you know, like what's wrong with B or the field. There we go. Now I think we might also be going towards there. And the best thing in my memory will actually be like we are going to plant seeds. No, actually fertilize before planting the seeds. Then wait a while until they are a little bit smaller. And then actually do it once more. So twice the seeding. Fertilizing, I mean. Alright. Let's put that bad boy on. And to be honest, I think we could keep it on 3 though. Unless we really want to do a lot. And by the way, it is very smart if you're new to do what I did though, like I just figured out. To lower it. Because then you have time, you don't feel like you have to rush or anything. And because you are new, you are really slow, right? You know, with things. And figuring out which buttons, if you have a special setup. Or, you know, like a key box maybe, or Elgato XL is also a key box, you know. Maybe your phone, your tablet with the Elgato, also we say, right, you know, with the app installed. It's a lot of extra buttons though, a lot of gameplay enhancement. I really advise you to use it. Or maybe get an old phone. I did that at the beginning. I had a very old phone though, and I just used it, right? So there's no burning on whatsoever. And I used it for Euro Truck Simulator. So, you know, like, yeah, that's my advice. Hoppa. Then we go like this. Kind of wasteful right now, I have to admit. Because following these lines are, well, you know, overflowing a little bit, right, you know? There's still a little bit over there, but shall we do it? I think we should do it. The lights are a little bit too extreme right now. How do we put it off, though? There we go. It is wasteful in my opinion, but maybe the haul will be way bigger and better though. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, AI Walker has completed their task. What were the damages though? Probably a couple of thousand though. I wanted to thank him though, but he's already gone, so I will text him later. I feel so bad just driving over this field now. Look at the thick tire tracks. But it's a good experience too, right? Because it can tell us like how much damage it will do if the plants are not growing, you know? But by that, I also want to thank you all for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay happy, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful time though. Bye-bye!